believe me, all of us like telling stories, and you actually raise a lot of money through storytelling. Of course, storytelling needs to have a fundamental background and backing as well. If you go wrong, you go wrong after a few years. So that's the part and parcel of how investing works. But if you were to think of it, China, a lot of money did get pulled out over time. I think some of it was an early call people took on the cyclical aspects of China. Some consider it as a structural challenge, but I call it cyclical. So whatever it, some took an early call and some capitulated later on. This one performances were not good, and you had to capitulate. And then, of course, funding was getting pulled out. Now, these are large funds which are primarily funded through, let's say, endowment funds and others. So these are asset allocators who take a call. Now, when you pull out that money, the simplistic thought process is that you are primarily either investing and reallocating that to fixed income or to the developed world or to something else. It could be another asset class, maybe crypto, whatever. So that's basically the way these things work. Now, the reality is that a lot of this money, which is allocated by these asset allocators, also goes into private equity, right? So it's not just public market is only one phase that we see. A lot of challenges are being seen in the private market, the VCP market, for example, in some of the established countries like China. It is very difficult to get your next round funding, come closer to IPOs or raise money or list. So when you get that opportunity, you basically use public markets primarily to create liquidity for yourself. That's why that money which is creating liquidity for these asset allocators is not coming back to India. I mean, if that was the case in the last 2 years, if you were to accumulate FII outflow and inflow, we've not really seen any inflow. If it's in India shining story, why haven't we talked about $30 billion inflow every year for the last 2 years? It's actually 30 of outflow, and we probably got some inflow which probably neutralized it, right? So that is the reality right now.